Ram is a young software engineer who lives with his wife Lizzie and their son Gautam. In Chennai, they lead a normal life until Gautam's 6th birthday, when they lose Gautam at a crowded beach. The police are not very helpful as Gautam is not the child of anyone with influence. However, after much pestering, the local inspector has one of his men take Ram and Lizzie to the slums in North Chennai to meet a petty criminal, Nayanar, who knows about all the crimes done by the dwellers in his area. Initially, he pretends not to know anything. However, after Lizzie begs at his feet, he finally reveals that Gautam might have been taken to Nagari in neighbouring Andhra Pradesh to be sold to a local pimp, Krishna Rao. Ram then leaves for the pimp's brothel with 2 friends but finds that Rao only deals with grown women and not little children. Back in Chennai, Ram goes to meet Nayanar, who accidentally lets slip that Gautam might have been taken to another town in Andhra Pradesh, although he is unsure of it. Coincidentally, the taxi driver, Rangan, who drove Ram and Lizzie to the slums, earlier meets Ram and tells him he has driven a businessman from that town back to his home after meeting Nayanar a few years ago. The driver reluctantly agrees to take Ram there. Back in Andhra Pradesh, Ram and Rangan meet the businessman, Nalama Reddy, who claims to lead an honest living by selling rice. However, Ram realizes Reddy is lying as the temple board states he is a quarry dealer. Ram holds Reddy's grandson at gunpoint and forces Reddy to reveal where Gautam is. Reddy then tells Ram his son might have been taken to a butchery at a nearby town. At the butchery, the local gangsters already know that Ram is coming for them. Ram is prepared to face their attack. While struggling with the gang, its leader tells Ram that he already killed Gautam and sold the other children he abducted to a child trafficker in Bhopal named Nikhil Motwani after Reddy told them Ram is coming. Once the gangsters are defeated, Ram searches for Gautam's body but instead finds the corpse of another boy. Realizing that the gangsters killed the wrong boy, Ram is confident that Gautam is being taken to Bhopal and leaves immediately. At Bhopal, Ram and Rangan manage to arrange a meeting with Motwani by posing as businessmen. But the human trafficker recognizes Ram from the news. He tells Ram that Gautam is being held by his henchman, Diwakar, and they can only release the boy if they are paid 1 crore. With no other choice, Ram calls up Lizzie to prepare the money and is taken to Diwakar's hideout. Unable to control himself after seeing a young schoolgirl almost being raped, Ram saves her by fighting off Diwakar's men and taking her to the Times of India's headquarters. When Ram and Rangan return to the hideout, they find it empty. As they explore the place, they discover that Gautam and many other abducted children have been kept prisoned there all along. Ram becomes hysterical when he finds Gautam's shirt on the floor along with his scribblings on the wall. Once they are back on the road, Ram phones Diwakar and begs him to return Gautam but is instead taunted at. Meanwhile, Lizzie calls Rangan to tell him that she had borrowed money from friends and has banked it into Diwakar's account. When she finds out it is no longer of any use, she is devastated and faints. As Ram and Rangan prepare to leave, they are shot at by an assassin hired by Motwani. Ram survives, but Rangan is fatally shot. Before dying, Rangan reveals to Ram that he was the driver hired to drive Gautam's abductors around Chennai in search of victims. He then pleads to Ram to not give up and continue searching for his son. Now left alone, Ram remembers his final conversation with Diwakar, who told him Gautam might be sold in Lucknow or Calcutta. He goes to Calcutta first and searches for Gautam at every place where child labourers and minor Sex workers are being kept. As he comes to accept the fact that Gautam is not in the city, he phones Lizzie, whom he has not spoken to in months. She asks him to come home as there is nothing they can do to find their son now. Ram refuses to give up and heads for Lucknow. In Lucknow, Ram is found sleeping at the roadside by a kind person, Bai, who takes him in and helps him find Gautam. Through one of his contacts, Bai learns about a local crime boss who houses dozens of child laborers. Once there, the crime boss claims he does not deal in child trafficking and instead asks Ram to look for Diwakar in Bhopal. We are then shown in flashbacks how Ram managed to track down Diwakar, who let slip his new hiding spot during their last conversation, and killed him in a fit of anger before taking back his money. Shocked, the crime boss finally shows Ram his child laborers. Ram is too overwhelmed by the number of abducted children when each of them beg him to take them away from this place. As Ram and Bai prepare to leave, Ram notices that he dropped Gautam's shirt and they go back to get it back. Ram then sees one of the boys, who has terrible vision, holding the shirt. As Ram observes the boy's face closely, he realizes it is Gautam, whom he did not recognize earlier as his son has changed beyond recognition. The father and son embrace, as Bai thanks the Lord for his blessing.